Ram Ram Ram. Sarvebhyaha Hardam Swagatam. Welcome to Learn to Chant Bhaja Govindam Valedictory class. We shall begin with the prayer. Gurureva gatihi gurumeva bhaje Gurunaiva sahasmi namo gurave Na guru paramam shishurasmi guroho matirasti gurau mama pahi guru bravimi samskritam vacha dhyayami samskritam hrida kurve sevanchakayena Vande Samskrita Mataram Yo Naras Samskrita Vyomni Hyalayam Ramate Muda Samskritim Chaiva Samskaram Vindate Natra Samshayaha. Namasarvebhyaha. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome the chief guest, Srimati Shri Devi Mahodaya. Namaste, Ram Ram Ram. Also, I would like to give a brief description about her. She is an ardent devotee of Mata Srimati Ananta Lakshmi Natarajan, and she has pursued her ME in Sanskrit and is a BSc graduate and has over 15 years of experience in teaching Sanskrit to many kids across school and college. And she's also trained Bharatanatyam Carnatic vocal artist, and also she recites Bhagavad Gita, Gita Govindam, and many other art forms. And she's also given many upanyasams on various topics on Sanatana Dharma. On behalf of Vyoma Linguistic Labs, I take this opportunity to welcome you for this valedictory class. Namaste, Ram Ram Ram. Also, I would like to welcome the teacher for the course, Shri Lakshman Mahodaya, for teaching all these days very patiently and answering to all the queries, even though it is simple or anything. So you have given in detail. So thank you for teaching, Mahodaya. Welcome to the course. Ram Ram Ram. Also, I would like to welcome the panelists for the day. They have been constantly reciting whatever being taught in the class. Srimati Shubha Bhagini, Ram Ram Ram. Panindra Mahodaya, Namaste, Ram Ram Ram. Also, the learners, you have been throughout this course learning Bhaja Govindam Shloka. So, welcome you all. Ram Ram Ram. Idanim, let us do the Bhaja Govindam Samarpanam. I request the panelists to take over and start the Parayanam.
Namasabhabhya Sabhabhadipascha. Dhanyavadaha Vasudha Bhagini. Namaste Akka. Ram Ram Ram. Swagatam. Punah Punaha Vyaharami Bhavati. So this is a course which we have had from July, and we have come to an end by Bhagavad Kripa, by Guru Kripa. We have had about 10 sessions where the complete Bhaja Govindam has been taught, recited and repeated over a period of time. It is a fortune that we have you for Bhaja Govindam's valedictory function as a chief guest. We have been seeing you from young age, and the amount of Guru Seva, Guru Bhakti you have done, and it is really inspiring that we have you here. We are really in short of words to express our gratitude for that you are here. So a small samarpanam of Bhaja Govindam to Bhagavad Pada and our gurus. One thing I would like to say about Akka is that we are all Guru Bandhavas. We are all from the same family. We have been properly, I could say, polished properly, as Mata always keeps telling us. by Mata Ananta Lakshmi Natarajan, and we have learned Bhaja Govindam and any other grantha from Mata itself. So it is a very great opportunity for us to share a platform with you. Dhanyavada for being here. So I would start with the first verse today. We'll not have the complete recitation today. We'll have some places wherein all the panelists who were a part of this would also recite some shlokas. After that, we shall continue. Shrutismritipurananam alayam karunalayam namami bhagavatpadashankaram lokashankaram. Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Samprapte Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati Dukrinkarane.
Moodajahi dhanagama krishnam Kuru sadbuddhim manasi vitrishnam Yallabhase nija karmopatam Vittantena vinodaya chittam Arthamanartham bhavaya nityam Nasti tatha sukhalesha satyam Putradapi dhana bhajam pritihi Sarvatraisha vihita ritihi Satsangatve nissangatvam Nissangatve nirmohatvam Nirmohatve nischalatatvam Nischalatatve jivan muktihi
Yogarato va bhogarato va sangarato va sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandati nandatyeva Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram Dhyayam Shripati Rupamajasram Neyam Sajjana Sanghe Chittam Deyam Dina Janaya Chavittam.
Bhaja Govindam, Bhaja Govindam, Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate, Namasmaranadanyamupayam, Nahi Pashyamo Bhavatarane.
Idani, so I would like to just give insight about the course. Here is the analytics. We had the course for 10 days, 10 sessions of 9.5 hours of interaction, 10 videos with 8 hours and 23 minutes of duration, and total registered learners were 705. And this is the number of learners who attended. So the average attendees were 98. So thank you all for attending regularly and making this course successful one. So yeah, before we get started, Idani Mukhyatithi Mahodayan Prarthaye Kripaya Sabham Uddeshya Margadarshanam Karotu iti.
Ram Ram Ram. Dhanyavadah. Vedantartha vibhasakaya yataye Shantaya sanyasine Nanavadi nagendra sanghapavaye Yogindra vandyaya cha Mohadhvanta divakaraya Bhagavat padabhitam vibhrate Tasmai bhashya krite namostu satatam purnaya bodhatmane. Namaste. Lakshmana, I am indeed blessed to be a part of this Kana. Very, very happy to know that I see one of the profound works I can tell. See, each work of Bhagavad Padacharya is like a gem. And most liked and in a very simple way, bringing jnana, karma, and bhakti yogas together. And small preachings to people is done through this Moha Mudgaram, is what I should tell. And you all being a part of it is really Bhagavan's blessings, and may Sadguru's blessings always be on you all to know more and more about our Sanatana Dharma, and also lead you towards the path of enlightenment. As Lord Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanihi bhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tada atmanam srijamyaham. Bhagavan took several avatars in several yugas. But in Kali Yuga, I can't say that there was one particular demon. See, if you take Krita Yuga, there were like one demon in one particular time. Say Hiranyakashipu, then came Hiranyaksha, wherein Bhagavan had to take, or Hayagriva, Rakshasa. Bhagavan had to take different incarnations in order to destroy them and revive Dharma. Then came the Treta Yuga, wherein there are few of them, Ravana, Kumbhakarnadi. And in Dwapara Yuga, the number slightly increased. But in Kali Yuga, we know presently what is happening. If the present day, the situation is like this, when Bhagavad Padacharya, the reason for him coming down to this earth was there were several demons in form of adharmas. 72 adharmas prevailed in this world then. Then Sakshat Dakshinamurti left his maunam in order to revive back dharma into this world, came down as Bhagavad Padacharya. We are all indeed blessed to have such a great Acharya as ours. And we should also be proud and blessed to be born in this wonderful country who has given birth to such several Acharyas who have led us towards the path of enlightenment. Having moved the length and breadth of this country thrice, Bhagavad Padacharya revived back dharma by without any ayudhas, as he used in the Purva avatars, without any ayudhas, Bhagavad Padacharya simply by simple preachings of his taught people the path of dharma. He brought them back to he taught what is Swadharma first of all to people. And not only Swadharma, along with that, he, in a very simple manner, he told what is bhakti, what is jnana, and through which one can see himself, one can know the truth. His works are apara. So this Moha Mudgaram is one of his works. Like, see, for different levels of people, he has written different works, I can tell. For children, through small stotras, not only to children, even for elders, as they get to read the stotras written by Bhagavad Padacharya, they get to know what is pure devotion. Devotion and the greatest level of knowledge is also given through his works, is what I should tell. So devotion, jnana, vairagya, all this put together as one book should be this Moha Mudgaram, as one work, not a book, rather it's a work, which is Moha Mudgaram. If you look into the Prakarana Granthas, if you look into the Bhasha Granthas, Stotra Granthas, you can tell them they are for different levels of people. But for all level, starting from the young until the elders, one stotram which can teach the eternal truth and the way of living is this Moha Mudgaram. Moha meaning ignorance. Mudgara is a pestle. So as to remove the husk, we need to put in a little effort through the pestle. We remove the husk and then when we get the rice. So through these stotras, Bhagavad Padacharya has very well polished us into rice which is easily eatable. So this there are several shlokas in Moha Mudgaram, starting from you. I think all of you know how this stotra came into existence. It all happened in Kashi, the once upon a time, which was the place of study. So in the place of learning is what this happened. This incident took place wherein Bhagavad Padacharya got to see some people, rather they are vriddhas who are trying to learn grammar at the age of 1995 and so on. Maybe more than that also, because we don't know what the exact age of theirs could be. But that too, it is very clear that some people are unable to hear properly, some people unable to read properly, some people unable to utter the words properly. Were trying to learn the vyakaranam of the most what to tell, kind of a difficult portion of Sanskrita. But this was, I mean, Shankaracharya was taken aback looking at this. This is not the age. When will they learn Vyakarana Sutras? Having learned Sutras, when will they learn to apply them? And when will they understand what is being given in different granthas? This is not the age for that. And thus he began with Bhaja Govindam, he Mudhamate, Govindam Bhaja, Samprapte, Sannihite Kale, Nahi Nahi Rakshati, Dugrinkrane iti Vyakarana, Sutram, Asma Nahi Rakshate. And that is how he began. But as he moved in, having come across several situations, having seen several scenes around, he came up with wonderful shlokas. The very second shloka explains how a person should lead a life. Mudha jahihi dhana agama trishnam. See, nowadays you can see people are doing several deeds in order to just gain money. Is that going to give sukha to them by any way? Today, I may be the richest person in the world, but I don't have a peaceful night or a peaceful sleep. Then what is the use of all that money? So, nija karmo patam vittam tena vinodaya chittam. Whatever your nija karma is, do that. And how much ever you get, how much ever you gain, be happy with that, is what he tells. So we need to understand this shloka very much. Again and again, we need to do the mananam of this particular shloka. One of the, I should tell, one of my favorites. Whenever we do any work, this is what comes to my mind. And having looked at the people around also, we should remember this is what is happening. We do it for a moment. If we give importance to this one shloka of Moha Mudgaram, I think the entire world will get back to its place. See, we talk about, I mean, the present situation in Bangalore only you can take. We talk about rains in several areas. And who's the reason for all this? Only for sake of money, we sold those lands which are meant for lakes. But is it right? Or this is not the way. This is not the vittam which we have gained through our I mean, this has only happened due to greed, a personal greed of a person. So if that person, before doing that action, could have given a minute to understand what exactly is being said here, the person's life could have been much different. So laukika, in a material way of putting it, This shloka plays a very important role in each one of our lives. Whatever duty you do, as Krishna tells in Gita, karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. Ma karma phala heturbhuhu ma te sangosta karmani. Whatever karma you do it as a duty. Never expect its fruits. Because fruits are already written in karmas, what we do. So let us not expect and become a part of that in order to take up another janma to fulfill those. Okay, then moving on further, I mean, the shlokas what you chose to chant today itself are wonderful, is what I should tell. Each shloka, I mean, we can go through each and every shloka is like a bead of a wonderful chain, of a pearl chain, I should tell. But I don't think we have so much time to go through each shloka. So we can see one or two of them to understand more about the profundity of this particular stotram. Then he comes about yogaratova, bhogaratova, sangaratova, sangavihinaha. Yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati nandati nandatyeva. You may be a yogi, you may be a bhogi. You may enjoy this material world, or you may be a yogi. You may be in sangha of several people, or maybe in ekanta. But in different situations given in life, if you always look into yourself, understand your true nature, then you are the happiest person in the entire world, he tells. During the stage of deep sleep, nothing exists. Neither I, neither this body, neither the mind, nothing is working. Just before that, I would have seen a dream wherein things were created through the mind. But in deep sleep state, even when the mind goes to sleep, it reaches its mother. Then that is our true state. If we learn to be in this state always, giving up all discriminations, and also giving up the thought of being this mind or body, every day introspect at least for 5 minutes as soon as we are awake or before we go to bed. I think that finest stage, that eternal bliss could be attained a day or the other. So that is what he tells here. You may be in any situation, in any place. See, we think there is a lot of delusions, there are a lot of difficulties and worries in a particular place. We leave this place and go elsewhere. Are thoughts going to leave us? Never. Until thoughts exists, the worries also exist. But if we introspect and look into our true nature, then that is a day we become free from everything. We can lead a life as it is. How did Tukaram Maharaj and all lead his life? Having had a big family, different situations, he lived the same. He was a happy person just by chanting the Nama of Vithala. So did Ramana Bhagavan or Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. You can take great jnanis and yogis and bhaktas. They all are Mirabai, if you take, she is a Shri, but a great devotee of Lord Krishna. How did they lead their life so happily, even having come across several obstacles and several problems? Kunti Mata tells, "Oh Krishna, give me more and more dukkha in my life so that I get to remember you always." Who will ask for this? Will anyone of us ask for such a boon from Lord? You give me this, you give me that. This is what there will be a list will go on and go on. It could be read even for 2 to 3 days. When Bhagavan happens to appear in front of us. But Kunti Mata never asked for all those. But true devotion towards God can only lead towards eternal bliss. So whatever situation given in life, this is what Ramana Bhagavan also tells. If you leave a place due to worries, doesn't your thoughts leave you? So sit and introspect that very moment, what it is. If you're angry, that moment ask, who is this anger? It takes a time. And you see, it's very easy to lecture like this, but it does take time. But we bring this in practice. Through Nama Japam, one's mind gets in control. And having had controlled mind, or never mind, the mind need not be in control, but try to again and again question yourself, that eternal path will be open. So is to connect this with another shloka. How can one achieve this? This can be achieved through the kripa of Guru. Guru charanambuja nirbhara bhaktah samsarat achirat bhava muktah. Samsarat achirat bhava muktah. Doesn't take a long time. Being with a Guru, doing Shushrusha to Guru, and following whatever he tells with complete faith in his words will let us free from this world. Will show us that path from where we came. So a true devotion towards the Guru is very, very, very important. That's why Kabir Das also tells, Guru Govind do khade kake lagu pai balihari Guru aapne jin Govind diyo batai. I got to know about Govinda only through Guru. So Govinda is also second for me. Guru is one who plays a very important role in my life. So Guru is very, 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 very important. Gushabdas bandhakarasyat rushabdas tannirodhakaha. Andhakari nirodhitvatu Guru rityabhidiyate. Gu is andhakara. Ru is the remover of andhakara. So Guru is only the tattva which removes the andhakara which is present in form of ignorance in us and shows us the path of light. He is the only one who can explain, who is already, and what kind of a Guru, if you ask me, a Guru who's experienced that eternal truth, just his presence can make you that. Just being with him can bring that immense silence. So through this, Bhagavad Padacharya tells how important a Guru sthanam is. Everybody cannot become a Guru. Nowadays we put this term Guru for everything. Everything which is material is not Guru. Everything which is immaterial can only be Guru. That which shows you that eternal happiness is only Guru. It can even be a tattva, need not be a form out. Whom did Ramana Bhagavan have as a Guru? It is his own, that very sound, that very term Arunachala, term to be everything for him. He was a father, it was a mother, it was a Guru, it was everything for him. So we should have that faith and pray Bhagavan to come himself as a Guru and teach us this eternal path, or at least in some form a Guru comes into our life, makes us easily cross this ocean of bhava and reaches to the place from where we came. And one more shloka, if I've got to tell, it would go with satsangatve nissanga. This is very, very, very important, especially in the present world. Satsangatve nissanga. Mostly, many people have chosen these shlokas, and satsangatve is nissangatvam is a very common shloka, what most of you know. Satsanga plays a very, very important role in our lives. This is why in Bhagavatam itself, Narada Maharshi, when speaks about the importance of satsanga, tells Bhagyodayena bahu janma samarjitena tatsangatim chalabhate purusho yathavai ajnana hetu kruta moha madandhakara nasham vidayahi tato dayate vivekaha. Ajnana hetu kruta moha madandhakara nasham karoti. Satsanga, the very famous Subhashita, Jadyam Dhiyo Harati Sinchati Vachi Satyam, Manonnatim Dishati Papam Apakaroti, Chetaf Prasadiyati, Dikshu Tanoti Kirtim, Satsangati Kathaya Kimna Karoti Pumsam. It removes the laziness present in mind. Vachi Satyam Sinchati, it sprinkles truth. Because when we are in a Sangha of noble people, we understand what is truth in life. We never tend to lie even for a moment. That could be one artham. And also knowing that eternal truth, the path of truth is also through satsanga only. Manonnatim dishati, gives self-respect. Papam apakaroti, removes all the sins committed. Chetaf prasadayati, enlightens the mind. And also spreads the fame in all directions. Tell what is not possible by satsanga in one's life. Satsanga is very, very important. Satsanga is just not going to a place, chanting few shlokas, and soon after that it's over. Nimmaneli ಇವತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ, ನೀವು ಈ ಸೀರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದ್ರಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಸಾದ, ಇದು ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸತ್ಸಂಗ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ಸ್ಥಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದು ಸತ್ಸಂಗ. Even having gone to a place, chanted Vishnu Sahasranamam some 12 times, or Lalita Sahasranamam 25 times, chanting Bhagavad Gita, all the 18 chapters, or having chanted few stotrams written by different acharyas, and that, then getting back to Laukikam is not called Satsanga. Satsanga will not do that. Satsanga will put a full stop for all this. So that kind of Satsanga is truly required. We can bring that satsanga in our very home itself. Speaking good things around, reading good books, seeing good things would show us that it would surely bring eternal happiness. So for this, you should have done a lot of punya, but once you get a chance, never miss the chance of being in the company of noble people. Because a very company like Agni will purify us. Agni is nothing but purifier. It destroys all which is unwanted in us and brings in only the pure form of bhakti, which further leads to the self of the knowledge of ourself and detachment from the material world. So let us all learn to be in good company, do good duties, earn only what is required to lead a happy family. Not more than that. Never be greedy. What you have earned, can also give it to people who require it. This is what our dharma tells. If you have earned some money, give it to taddanam satvikam smritam, and Krishna tells datavyamati yaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smritam. So dhanam, what we do, also to be given to the person who actually requires it. And also always get ourselves dedicated to the lotus feet of Guru, understand that eternal knowledge, and lead our life only towards attaining that eternal bliss. This is, I can tell, thus Mohamudgaram is a saramsha of all the granthas. You take Bhagavad Gita, it's saramsha of Bhagavad Gita. You take Vedas, it is a saramsha of Vedas, the mukhya bhaga of Vedas. Upanishads, wherein through different stories they have explained what is the eternal truth and bhakti and so on. So one grantha is more than enough in a very easy manner. If anybody gets to read, knows a little of Sanskritam, gets to read this grantha, also will understand what is life. So such is a wonderful work of Shri Bhagavad Padacharya. So it is not just through this course we learn the shlokas, memorize them and forget them once the course is over. Or tell around people that yes, even I know Moha Mudgaram. That is always Mata tells, if you read, it is not enough. If you give exams, it is not enough. You should learn to live practically. Live practically and then you tell what it is. So I always remember her words. When it practically comes, then Mata comes to our mind. We remember her words. And we, through lot of, Arjita Punya is what I should tell. We got the Sangha of Mata and several people like Venkata Subramaniam sir or Vishwanath sir and children like Lakshman and all who always through everybody. So even from a little child we can understand some things in our life. So from children like this, from Mata until Lakshmana, I have learned a lot in my life. So may you all also learn Moha Mudgaram, try to memorize them so that once in a while you can, only when you learn the shlokas, memorize the shlokas, keep thinking about it, do a lot of mananam and understand what exactly Bhagavad Padacharya is trying to tell. If we do so, I think our lives become more meaningful. We can lead a very, very happy and a blissful life. So let us all in our life give our Shatakoti salutations to the feet of Bhagavad Padacharya, who has shown us this wonderful path, having lived only for 32 years. What is impossible for a human, he has done and shown. So let us all dedicate ourselves to his lotus feet, understand what he has told, the reason for his avatara in this world, and make our lives more meaningful. I also thank Vyoma Linguistics, Shri Venkat sir, Vishwanath sir, and also Lakshman to make me a part of this course. I can never become a chief guest, Lakshmana. There are several people who are highly knowledgeable in this, because you told Venkat sir has told so. So this is the only reason having a, like as an elder brother tells, I cannot deny the words of my elder brother. So that's the reason I have joined in. Whatever I know, I have told few words about this magnum opus is what I should tell. Very few words told by himself through me. So thanks a lot again for giving me this opportunity. Dhanyavadaha Lakshmana. Dhanyavadaha to all.
Dhanyavadaha. Thank you. Thank you so much. It was a delight for us to listen to you, and we will surely try to inculcate every single point which you have told. As you told, as always, Mata tells, when it comes to practical application, we will surely try to do our best. Dhanyavadaha.
May Bhagavad Padacharya give you all that strength. Through Acharya's blessings, may you all attain that eternal truth. Is what I wish for. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha. Ram.
धन्यवादः भगिनी. इदानीं लक्ष्मणमहोदयान् प्रार्थये to kindly share your experience as how was the course that you handled through Vyoma.
Namaskarbhyah. Ajnanantargahanapatitan atmavidyopodeshaihi tratum lokan bhavadavashikhatapapapachyamanan muktva maunam vatavitapino mulato nissaranti shambhor murtischarati bhuvane Shankaracharya Rupa Aryamba Jathare Janihi Dvijasati Daridya Nirmodanam Sanyasashrayanam Guru Pasadanam Shri Mandanader Jayaha Shishyogagrahanam Subhashya Rajanam Sarvagnya Peethashrayah Peethanam Rajaneti Sangrahamayi Saisha Katha Shankari. And I do not know what to speak now because most of it has been told by Akka. And as Akka told, as per the Agnya of Gurus, as per the Agnyas of Bhratas, and as per the Margadarshana of Bhagavan, I was able to, I could say, share what I was a part of and what has really helped me to live along for for such a long time. So it is not enough if I dedicate my complete life to the Guru who has given us all this, Mata Anantalakshmi Natarajan, to Mama Mata, Mata Mahi, also who have always made sure that I am in Satsanga, or always made sure that Satsangati happens or Bhagavad Dhyana happens. Of course, I am eternally grateful for Venkatana and Vishwanatana, and also the complete family which we have, the Vyoma family, which has supported me all along for doing anything, maybe it this course or maybe it any other courses. All of us are in a seva of Sanskrita. All of us are in a seva of Bharata Mata. All of us are in a seva of a Guru. So we cannot say that one is high, one is low, or one has this amount of importance and the other does not have priority. Those are words which we really cannot speak. Because as Rama told, squirrels' seva is also very, very important, and Hanuman's seva is also very important. Likewise, for doing this squirrel seva, Alilu Seve antare Kannadadalli, for doing that squirrel seva, for doing that seva which is very, very small, or not even squirrel, a pipilika seva, the seva of an ant, I was guided to deliver this course, Bhaja Govindam. As over a period of time, in all the classes I have been telling, and as also Akka told, every single shloka of this Bhaja Govindam is a gem. If not all the shlokas of Bhaja Govindam, each line of Bhaja Govindam or each word of Bhaja Govindam itself is enough for us to take it along for a whole lifetime. I remember in the earlier class, in the previous class, one of the students asked, is there a mandatory for me to learn this Bhaja Govindam or recite this Bhaja Govindam only in 10 minutes? Is it fine if I recite it for more longer and enjoy it and recite it? And I remember telling that each line can be each line can be enjoyed for a lifetime and not just few hours or few minutes. And also, as Akka told, Satsanga is very, very important. If we look back at the Margadarshanas we have got, all the Guru Bandhavas which we are indebted for life to Mata Anantalakshmi Natarajan Mata, who has trained us, polished us, kept us in such a beautiful situation where we do not go away from the dharma patha, Vichutis might keep happening, but satsanga has always got us together. Many shlokas were already explained by Akka, so I would not want to speak more. We are already running out of time. The only sincere request I have with all of you is please recite Bhaja Govindam every single day, if possible thrice a day, if possible 10 times a day. Whenever you are there, whenever you feel you are low, whenever you feel you are excited, whenever you feel there is some problem, whenever you feel a problem has been solved, at any kind of situation, Bhaja Govindam will surely help you. And I am nobody to tell that I have an experience of all of doing all this. Maybe out of a few anecdotes, what here Mahapurushas have told us, out of a few experiences which have been shared by so many people with us, by the power of Bhaja Govindam, the power of Acharya's Granthas are very, very, very great. As Akka told, for the Dharma Marga Pratisthapana, Acharya came here, and we are always indebted to him for making sure that every single person is touched through his works. The life of Rama is an inspiration. The life of Krishna is an inspiration. Likewise, the life of Bhagavat Pada is very, very, very inspirational. And it is our real requirement that we understand the greatness of the Mahaniyas who are here in Bharata Bhumi. That too for the generation which is nowadays growing, or who are in the mid ages, or just now came into their teens, or just springing to their youth, to understand the importance of Bharata Bhumi first. Can you see a land where umpteen number of Mahaniyas whose name also we do not know have come, have led a simple life, but are jnanis? Have you seen a land whose every single morsel, whose every single molecule is filled with jnana, jnana, jnana? I don't think you can do it anymore. Have you seen so many great souls whose life you cannot even imagine, whose one guna to follow will take us many lifetimes? Have you seen such a land where from Ashaishavat, from, as Akka told, it is her humble nature that she told, from Mata to all the Shishus who she has seen, she has learned so much. This land has made us such a way. There is no possibility for us to get out. Some or the other way, something or the other will be heard. Some or the other way, we will get into satsanga. Some or the other way, we will try to do Nama Japa, Bhagavat Japa, Bhagavat Sankalpa. Some or the other thing will be going on and on and on, just to make sure that we go in that path. So let us not leave this path at any cost. Let us all stay here, staggered here. Now online movements have come in. So I request all of you to please be a part of these online movements, offline movements, all movements of satsanga, satsangati. There is no acharya who is great. There is no acharya who is less. Every acharya, every Mahapurusha who has come into this land, who are living now, who have lived earlier, and who are going to come in future, are very, 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 very great. There is this, the word great itself is not enough for us to explain how huge they are. Vacham agocharaha, agocharaha te sarve. We have our own sampradayas, let us do our own dharmas. We have our own set of acharyas, let us do namaskaras to the acharyas who are with us. Let us not ever degrade any others. Let us try to be in the path of dharma, satsanga, sadguna, as per Bhagavat Pada has told in the whole of Bhaja Govindam. only because of Bhagavat Sankalpa, only because of Guru Kripa, we have been able to have a course like this with so many participants. If not for that, I am sure that nothing would have happened. So none of us are anyway to be having any kind of an ego or anything about this. I ardently thank the panelists who were so patient with me. Shubha, Bhagini, Panindra, Bhrata, Vasudha Bhagini, who were always there with me. I do namaskara to all the people who have learned this Bhaja Govindam. Many of you in this panel list, in this student list, are Jnana Vriddhas, Vayo Vriddhas, Shila Vriddhas. The only thing I would want to conclude with is that whatever has been made to be told by Bhagavan has been told by me. If in case there have been any wrong things which I have told in this course, if in case which any things are wrong which I have done in this course, all of those are my mistakes. All of those have come from me. And I would want to do Anantakoti Pranamas to your fathers and ask Kshamapana for the same. And whatever, if they have been done very well, if you have felt very good about those, then all of those are because of the Kripa of Bhagavan, of Guru, of the people who have always done prarana to all of us. So, Pratyaksharitya, Paroksharitya, Kartru Rupena, Karayita Rupena, प्रेरकरूपेण अनुमोदकरूपेण ये अत्र निवसिताः ये अत्र अस्यां कक्षायां भागवोढारः सन्ति, एषा कक्षा सम्यक् भवतु इति आशा येषां मनसि आसीत् तेषां कृते अहं मनसा अनन्तकोटिप्रणामान् समर्पयामि. पुनः पुनः मम भ्रातरौ वेङ्कट महोदयान् विश्वनाथ महोदयान् अपि पुनः पुनः नमस्करोमि. मम मातरः ये सन्ति तान् प्रति अपि नमस्कारान् निवेदयामि. धन्यवादाः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वाभ्यश्च. क्षन्तव्योऽस्मि if I have taken more time.
So thank you so much, Lakshman Mahodaya, for teaching Bhaja Govindam through Vyoma Labs. Hope to see you in many such courses, you teaching Sanskritam and spreading this to all of us. Once again, thank you so much. Dhanyavada. So the assessment, so we will have the oral assessment, Kanthapata and Parayanam. It will be on the 3rd or 4th week of October. The link, the details, further details will be shared through email. So we request all the participants to kindly do the Guru Samarpana, either through Kanthapata or the Parayanam. We request all the participants to kindly try to recite these Bhaja Govindam shlokas. So the further details will be shared very soon. Before we end, I would like to just make an appeal from Vyoma. As all of us are aware, we have 3 websites: sanskritfromhome.org, vyomalabs.in, and digitalsanskritguru.com. Here are the Seva metrics for the month. We have around 300 plus courses, 295 plus free courses, 16 mobile applications, and 6,000 plus video and audio content, and around 49,500 plus committed learners. With all your support, we will be able to reach many more So this is as on September. How can you always be part of this wonderful journey? You can at least share whatever, whatever you have learned in the class, kindly practice it, spend some time so that it will be the revision. Also by sharing this information to all the interested students so that at least one of them will be part of this journey. Also by referring our courses, our products, we come up with 4 live new webinar courses every month. So you can spread this word and so that people will be able to take up courses and start their Sanskritam journey. This is how you can be part of this wonderful journey. Also, you can help us by donating or by volunteering. So you will get ATG tax benefit. You just go to sanskritfromhome.org, click on donate, or you can also make the NEFT payment. All these details are available in the website. So ultimately, let us all be in this part of wonderful journey. Let us all learn Sanskrit and be really happy. Dhanyavada.
Dhanyavada Vasudha Bhagini Atra Agatavati Bhavati. So I request all the participants to please keep reciting Bhaja Govindam on a daily basis. If you keep reciting Bhaja Govindam on a daily basis, you will surely be able to do the Kantapatha of the complete Bhaja Govindam in a few days. You have a lot of time for doing the Parayana of Bhaja Govindam. So by doing complete Parayana on a daily basis, you will surely be able to do Kantapatha. I strongly recommend that all of you should do Kantapatha of Bhaja Govindam. Dhanyavadaha sarvebhyaha. Now it's the time for you to speak a few words. I request the students to please raise your hands and please speak a few words on how you felt about the course. Saudanya Mahoday.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Firstly, my humble pranams and namaskarams to you, sir. Mere words could never be express the gratitude or appreciation to you, Acharya, for your fantastic and patient way of teaching this Mohamudgara Stotram. Actually, I'm so impressed with the energy and the vibes. It is so contagious, and the way I really enjoyed listening to you and the panelists chant, and it was so easy to chant along with you. And I really appreciate the way you have explained the nuances of pronunciation during the revision classes. Also, thanks to Vyoma for this such a dedication with which Sanskrit Pracharam and Prasaram is being done to reach out to ordinary people like me with very little Sanskrit knowledge. And thank you so much for making learning so delightful, especially at my age. And I pray that our Sangatyam with you and Vyoma continues. Dhanyavadaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.
Dhanyavada. Thank you. Thank you. Jayashri Mahoday.
This is the third course that I'm attending, and I'm very, very happy with the way it is being done. It's just perfect. As the earlier speaker said, it cannot be better than this. I really am very thankful to you. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Dhanyavada. Kirtana Mahodaya.
Ram Mahodaya.
Ram Ram.
This is the fourth or fifth course I am attending. I had been part of your Nama Ramayana also. I am very much impressed the way you teach and the way you present Sanskrit. We don't know Sanskrit. In spite of that, you teach us so nicely. And the way you do the Shabda Vyakarana and you split the words is entirely a different experience, different level of experience. Actually, we were part of Vrindakaranam Saundarya Lahari also. Though I am not feeling well since 2 to 3 months, I don't want to miss any of your classes. And I'm really blessed to have you as my teacher. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya.
Dhanyavada, sir.
Vishalakshi Mahodaya.
Namaste, Bhaja.
Namaste.
See, actually, I have heard this Bhaja Govindam through the MS Lakshmi's audios, and I was thinking actually it is very difficult for a person without any musical knowledge to chant it. But after attending your class, I did develop some confidence in chanting. Of course, very little. I mean, I'm not like you, but at least I'm able to do it. And in the initial stage, actually, I have this asthma problem. I did have difficulty in holding the breath for one pada. But I think now it is really improved. With this, and also I'm attending Soundari Lahari also in the last 2 months parallelly. Both put together has helped me a lot in my breathing and also in being calm, etc. Really, I'm very thankful to you for offering your time and your knowledge and sharing it with us. And God bless all of you, all the team of Vyoma. And I enjoyed the lecture of Madam Shri Devi also. And thanks to Vasudha, Madam Spanindra sir, and all the panelists. And thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless you.
Dhanyavadaha. Thank you so much.
Ram Guruji.
Ram Ram.
My sincere and very humble namaskars to yourself, my Guruji and Shri Devi Madam. And I want to thank Vyoma for conducting such wonderful courses. They are truly gems. I never thought that I had an intense desire to learn Bhaja Govindam few years ago. And I tried to listen to MS Subbalakshmi's, but it was difficult for me. I have not taken Sanskrit in my school, but yet it is only my Ishtadevata's blessings and the Lord's blessings that I could finish learning Bhagavad Gita. And I'm in the process of learning Narayanyam from Sharma Guruji. And I could learn Bhaja Govindam. It has truly given me a lot of peace. And I try to recite few verses every day. I think I'm truly blessed to have learned this gem. And my sincere pranams and thanks to you for teaching us so wonderfully and beautifully. And I pray that I will get more chances to learn other courses through Vyoma, and they're doing a wonderful job. So I'm truly grateful. Thank you, Guruji, very much.
Avashyam Mahodaya. Thank you. Thank you so much. Dhanyavadaha. All the different set of small nuances or doubts which you have asked have also helped us become better and teach better. So Dhanyavada for bringing them up. Thank you so much. Gopi Mahodaya.
Namaskara, Guruji.
Namaste Mahodaya.
Namaste, Ram.
Ram.
This is my third course from Vyoma. I first got introduced to Sanskrit under the teaching of Raghunandana Mahodaya in the first phase of Sanskrit learning. I have been struggling to manage my time, and I have not been able to go past the first level of Sanskrit, but I have been deeply impacted by Vyoma labs, because the first time I got to know about Vyoma and then I have been able to learn Sanskrit is when I meandered into Bhaja Govindam. I have been always hearing it in the daily recitation of MS Amma's Bhaja Govindam, Venkatesha Suprabhatam, and Vishnu Sahasranama. But at that time, Bhaja Govindam always sounded very esoteric, frankly. And afterward, when I got exposed to Sanskrit through Vyoma Lab, I developed some interest in Bhaja Govindam. I started reading about it. I have been deeply touched by the way you have taught us to recite Bhaja Govindam, sincerely, because prior to this, I had attended Vrinda Bhagini's Venkatesha Suprabhatam recitation. Without her teaching, I wouldn't have pronounced Venkatesha as Venkatesha. I would have said as Venkatesha. From her only I learned this, and from you, Guruji, I have learned so so much about Bhaja Govindam, and it's been a brilliant delight, humbling experience, and in a manner of speaking, as Shri Bhagini earlier said today, it's been a tremendous learning for the simple reason that every verse is so potent. Every verse, just a verse. And one thing that touched me really is about Sangatvam, when she talked about the Sangatve, that verse, and it is truly a verse that has left a deep imprint in my heart. And I thank you sincerely so much that you have exposed me to the nuances of recitation of the Govind, and pray that Bhagavad Acharya's that you would teach us Bhaja Govindam with its deep, fantastic meaning, and I would be a part of that class. I want you to be my guru there in that effort as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Dhanyavada. Surely try as per Bhagavad Kripa. Yeah. Ram. Okay. Next, Lalita Mahodaya.
Good evening. Say, I have learned, even though I have not learned, as somebody said that I was listening to MS words of Bhaja Govindam, particularly for 7 or 8 verses, it seems. But even though I want to learn full, I started with Vyoma. So to learn all the verses. Actually, I had only 31. And as per Guruji's said, I had 32 verses plus 2 Balashruti. So I am so happy to learn all the 34. Only thing we have to practice, because I do not know Sanskrit. I can understand, but I am not that much sure to learn the meanings and the pronunciation, etc. all in Sanskrit. I can do Vishnu Sahasranamam or Lalita Sahasranamam. Also, I'm doing chanting, but I'm not that much sure in my words which I pronounce in Sanskrit. And through Vyoma, I have learned Lalita Sahasranamam also. Even though I was chanting for more than 4 to 5 years in our Mylapore grove, but I learned once again through Vyoma to know the exact pronunciation of that. So I was so happy to learn that. And I also learned Namarama and also Soundarlahari through Brinda Bhagani. And I want to learn more with Vyoma also. Thank you to Guruji and thank you to all. Namaste. Ram Ram Ram.
Thank you, Mahodaya. Vasudha Mahodaya, Kripaya Vadatu Idani.
Namaskara. When I was a kid, when I was a small girl, I joined the Chimya mission, Since then, I wanted to learn Bhaja Govindam so much, but we had transfers and other things, so I couldn't learn it properly. Then, after a few 2 years back, I had to retire from my job. So then after that, I started learning Sanskrit. Then this Bhaja Govindam, it was I learned Lalita Sahasranamam from Vyoma. And after that, when I saw that, Bhaja Govindam on the Vyoma email, I was so happy that this is the chance now to learn. I feel so blessed to have learned the Bhaja Govindam. I really thank you, Guruji, for teaching us so well. The Anuswaras and all have become so clear now. So thank you so much. Hope I join more courses, and I'm really looking forward for more courses. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Dhanyavada.
Thank you.
Jayanti Mahodaya.
Ram. Namaste Mahodaya. I am learning. Namaste Mahodaya. I am very happy to learning this Bhaja Govindam, then Saundarya Lahari through Brinda Bhagini, and Paduka Sahasranamam also. Really, it's very helpful to learn how to pronounce, and even admitting that Sandhi splitting and how with that meaning also. at middle they are telling and how to chant, how everything we come to know. After, really, I'm very happy. I am enjoying this Vyoma. Through Vyoma, I'm learning. I'm enjoying all classes also. Really, very, very thank you to Vyoma and Guruji also. Maha Dhanyavadaha. Ram Ram Ram.
Ram Ram Ram. Dhanyavada. Animari Mahodaya.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I'd like to thank you for teaching Bhaja Govinda. Many years back, I found it on internet, on YouTube, and I liked very much the tune and the chorus Bhaja Govinda. But at that time, I did not know how to pronounce, and it looked very difficult for me. So it remained like a thing to be learned later and to be understood. So after so many years, I found Bhaja Govinda in Vyoma. I was very happy, and I liked very much your teaching and the panelists singing in tune. And I like very much the tune. It is very catchy and it goes very well with Bhaja Govinda. So thank you for wonderful classes, and thank you to the volunteers, because I always forget the volunteers for the, how they prepare all the slides. And it was a beautiful experience. Thank you for teaching.
Thank you. Dhanyavadaha Mahodaya. We are always happy that you are attending so many courses. Personally, I have seen you in a lot of chanting courses and Samskrita courses. Thank you so much for taking your time off and trying to learn Samskrita so much. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
Okay, we shall end with the Shanti mantras for today. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhaved. Kale varshatu parjanyah, prithvi sasya shalini, deshoyam kshobarahitah, Sajjana santu nirbhayaha.